You are looking live now, ladies and gentlemen, at No Limits Wrestling Metal, and there you see the men in the back who are going to be competing for that World Heavyweight Championship in our main event this evening. AJ Styles is the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk is the challenger, and tonight, for the first time ever, there is going to be a 30-minute Iron Man matchup. The contract signing happened this past week, and Styles and CM Punk had a massive brawl that ended with CM Punk elbow dropping AJ Styles right through a table. And you can imagine what it's going to be like live here tonight when the world title's on the line. 30 minutes, only one man can win, and that is going to be happening at Havoc. But before then, we have this, which is Metal, episode 25, the Havoc pre-show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metal, the Havoc pre-show. And you hear the music, and that means that we're about to hear from the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, who later on tonight at Havoc has a one-on-one matchup against the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Wyatt, as of late, has been on a roll, and in fact it was this past week where, hang on, well, Jeff Hardy! Well, you speak of the devil, Hardy not even waiting until Havoc. And look at this. And the trainers are already out here to try and stop Hardy before he has a match up, and Hardy doesn't want to wait until Havoc, he wants a piece of Wyatt right now. And you got to believe that after what happened this past week with Jeff Hardy, oh my God. Hardy now assaulting the trainers, throws one of them out of the ring, gives the other one a twist of fate. And you can see what this rivalry with Bray Wyatt has done to Hardy. He's a madman, and now he's going after Wyatt again. Doesn't want to wait until Havoc, just going straight after him. And we haven't even scratched the surface of tonight's episode. The Havoc pre-show getting off to a bang with Hardy not wanting to wait until his matchup with Wyatt later tonight. Well, somebody who, oh my God. Well, that made me pretty shocked. Well, he is a flexible man, there's no doubt about it. Rob Van Dam, various manoeuvres in his arsenal, and he's going to hope to apply them here tonight when he challenges Austin Aries for the X Division Championship. Van Dam defeated Christopher Daniels this past week and built some steady momentum heading into tonight's event. Well, Aries is certainly going to be having to be on his toes. And well, here's the man that Rob Van Dam defeated this past week. And prior to that, Christopher Daniels had actually picked up a great victory at our Extreme Reunion event a few weeks ago, where he won a three-way dance, and well, he took advantage of the fact that Sin Cara and the Brood and all of that commotion was going down. However, the Filthy Animals vanquished the Brood a few weeks ago, and now Daniels is left with the aftermath. And right now, Christopher Daniels is in one-on-one action on our Havoc pre-show. And he is going one-on-one with one beast of a man. And there you see Rey Mysterio Jr. And here he comes, 6'7", over 300 pounds, Supermex Hernandez. A member of the Filthy Animals is Hernandez, and in a minute he is going to go one-on-one, and that is up next.
In times of battle, chaos reigns, and the sheep quickly turn into wolves. Men will do whatever it takes to claim victory, and their true nature will come to light. I am prepared to enter the battleground. Are you?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Metal, the Havoc pre-show, and right now, Hernandez is going one-on-one with Christopher Daniels. Hernandez, a member of the Filthy Animals, holding his own at the moment with that massive shoulder block takedown, but Daniels kicks out, and before we go live to Havoc, here is the match on Metal. As you can see, Hernandez elbowing Daniels in the stomach, but Daniels manages to use a drop toe hold and get Hernandez. I'm getting all my names mixed up today. Daniels getting Hernandez down now, and now you can see that elbow drop to the back of the skull. And to many, Christopher Daniels is the uncrowned X Division champion with moves like that springboard moonsault, but it only gets a 2 that time. And there you see Rey Mysterio Jr. willing on Hernandez. Noticeable by their absences are Sin Cara, Chavo Guerrero and Billy Kidman, who are not out here to support Hernandez. However, I'm sure they're in the back watching. Hernandez obviously doesn't need them at the moment. He's holding his own very well. And now it looks as if he wants to go for that border toss and maybe a Russian leg sweep, but now you can see Hernandez using that power to his advantage, and Daniels goes face first into the turnbuckle. And we did join this match in progress, but Hernandez was caught in progress of that massive top rope splash, and the knees were up for Daniels, and Daniels with those knees connects to Hernandez, and this is arguably an upset. Daniels with the victory, and Daniels with the very well scouting that splash from the top rope, and if he'd have hit that, I'm sure it would have been over. Well, we can take a look at this again. Daniels reversed into the turnbuckle, and then Hernandez, 300 pounds flying through the air, not a great sight, but Daniels manages to smartly reverse it and gets the knees up, and that was enough to do in Hernandez here tonight. However, very unlucky. But there you see Daniels still gloating, and oh my, well, there's no need for that. Christopher Daniels is still taunting Hernandez, and you gotta wonder how wise that was. And oh my, well, he did deserve that. Daniels showboating one too many times, and he paid for it. Hernandez showing why he is Supermax and why you can't mess with him. Daniels found that out firsthand. He may have won, but he didn't leave here tonight empty-handed with that border toss. And now you can see in the back there, Kurt Angle, he is unpinned and he's unsubmitted, but tonight that could all come to an end. He goes one-on-one with Finn Balor at Havoc, and Balor, the new blood in NLW, hopes to end Angle's unbeaten run. And that's not the only match at Havoc. There are so many great ones live here tonight at the final pay-per-view before WrestleMania, which is putting a lot of people on edge, particularly the NWO. We're going to have a live interview with the NWO talking about the matches here tonight later on. However, right now we're going to run down the match card that is taking place here tonight. So many incredible contests, including this one for the NLW Tag Team Championships. The Young Bucks, in their first title defense, defend them against the UK team of Finlay and William Regal. Regal and Finlay, they are veterans of this sport, and they hope to teach the Bucks a lesson for the tag team titles. And another title that's on the line is the X Division Championship. Austin Aries puts it on the line against the ECW original Rob Van Dam. This past week, Van Dam put on a hell of a show against Christopher Daniels. He won, and Aries was at ringside to watch it. It's going to be the same result. However, this one, we see that it's scheduled to be Wyatt versus Jeff Hardy, but we don't know because Jeff Hardy was hauled out of the building. You saw the animosity between these two earlier tonight, and if it does happen, it's going to be intense. And another intense contest is for the Hardcore Championship. The Sandman puts it on the line against Randy Orton, and the main factor in this matchup has to be the injured shoulder of the Sandman. Orton has targeted it in recent weeks, but will it be a target for Orton? It's going to have to be for the Hardcore title later tonight. And Finn Balor hopes to become the first man to defeat Kurt Angle in NLW. Angle is unpinned, he's unsubmitted, but Balor hopes to end that streak here tonight with a victory. It would certainly cement him as one of the key players here in NLW. And it's a buried alive match for the Intercontinental Championship. It's the same match that the NWO buried Kane alive in several months back, but R-Truth, by order of the board of directors, has to defend the Intercontinental title in this kind of matchup, and he's got to be pissing himself right now, pardon the phrase. But another matchup featuring the NWO is the 3-on-3 Elimination Chamber matchup. The Resistance of The Undertaker, Triple H and Sting hope to end the NWO. Shawn Michaels, Seth Rollins and Kevin Nash represent them in the Elimination Chamber here tonight. And of course it's the main event, who can forget it? 30 minutes, one winner. It's an Iron Man matchup for the world title. AJ Styles is the champion, CM Punk is the challenger. It happens live tonight at Havoc, and Punk wants to walk out as world champion, but AJ Styles is standing in his way. And with this tremendous event coming up soon, we do have a live interview for you. So will you please join me in welcoming the NLW Commissioner and the leader of the NWO. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. So, what's your first question, my friend?
Well, for one thing, what are your initial thoughts going into tonight's event? I mean, it has been quite a rocky road, hasn't it?
Has it? Has it really? Has the NWO had a rocky road? Who's had a rockier road? Us or Triple H? Maybe you should have asked him how he felt after being beaten up by us. Maybe you should have asked him how it felt for his former tag team partner to pedigree him on a steel chair in the middle of the ring and have his face kicked in by Seth Rollins. How did he feel then? Not too well. So you can suggest all you like that the NWO have had a rocky road, but the fact is the momentum has shifted towards us and we're going to win our matches live tonight.
Alright, that's a fair point, I suppose, but I noticed that the NWO aren't with you except for the Big Show. Any reason why the Big Show isn't in the Elimination Chamber tonight?
No particular reason, I just think he'd be a better asset outside the ring. And that's no disrespect to the Big Show, because he's a tremendous athlete. Look at him, he's the world's largest athlete. And you question me as if you think that I don't have any game plan of any sort. But I do. But what good would it be telling you? I mean, you're as stupid as the people in attendance watching here tonight, who, yeah, they can question me all they like, but the fact is, they're not making the money I'm making, they're not here, in my shoes, so they're not going to know what to do. They can't run a successful wrestling company, and that's why they're watching. And I don't have to justify any of my decisions to you, all these fans.
Now, you brought up the Elimination Chamber, and you've chosen Shawn Michaels, Kevin Nash and Seth Rollins to take on Triple H, The Undertaker and Sting. Is there any sort of strategy going into...
Whoa. I'm going to cut you off yet again. Why would you expect me to just blow out my strategy? I'm sure that Triple H, Sting and The Undertaker are watching this right now. And as for Shawn Michaels, Seth Rollins and Kevin Nash, they're settling down, getting ready for the fight. Because it's going to get bloody, it's going to get violent. And that's the way that we operate, that's the way that we like it. Inside that Elimination Chamber tonight, we are going to cement ourselves as the most dominant force in professional wrestling. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. Yes, oh yay, let's live in our fantasy world where there's rainbows and happy endings. And you've got Triple H, Sting and The Undertaker, they're heroes, standing tall. Well, it doesn't work that way in my company. Tonight, they're going to get their asses handed to them, courtesy of the New World Order.
Well, that was certainly clear, but that's not the only match you're in tonight. I mentioned the Elimination Chamber, but there's also a match for the Intercontinental Championship. A buried alive match between R-Truth, the champion, and the challenger Kane. Can we expect a fair fight in that one?
Let me make this clear. There's no disqualifications, there's no countouts. That's as fair as it's going to get. If Kane's smart enough, he can have his own resources to work with, and R-Truth has his. And I think you hinted at the fact that R-Truth might be scared of Kane, and that's what everybody has hinted at. But when the board of directors made this matchup, they say there was no malice involved. I know there was. I know that they want R-Truth to lose the championship, because they feel their power, their stranglehold in this company, slipping away. Because I'm gaining more power, I'm gaining more influence, I'm getting more wrestlers on my side. And it's not just the members of the NWO, there are also members of the locker room that agree with me. But it's not about me, it's about R-Truth. And the reason I recruited R-Truth in the first place because I felt he was being unfairly treated. And now part of that was down to me not giving him the opportunities that he deserved. But people might say that this is a concern for R-Truth tonight having to defend his championship. The way he and I see it is an opportunity to say, you know what, this big red bastard is 7 foot tall, he's 323 pounds, but my R-Truth is a freaking machine, and he can kick the head in of him, and he's going to bury him alive tonight. Just like the time where I hit him in the back of the head with a shovel and announced myself as the leader of the NWO, burying him alive in the process. And I can guarantee you that if he's buried alive, no, when he is buried alive here tonight, he ain't coming back.
One last question. We've talked about the matches here tonight involving the NWO, but seeing as how you are the NOW Commissioner, I have to ask, who do you think is going to win the World Heavyweight Championship match, the Iron Man match, between CM Punk and AJ Styles for the world title here tonight?
Well, right off the bat, CM Punk wouldn't even be in this position if it wasn't for Triple H attacking Shawn Michaels. It should have been Shawn Michaels versus AJ Styles here tonight, but obviously plans change. Now, who do I think is going to win? Well, let me put it this way. Either man who wins is going to go to WrestleMania and defend the championship against The Undertaker, who is the Royal Rumble winner. But tonight, The Undertaker has to concern himself with the Elimination Chamber in the NWO. So as for who do I think is going to win the world title match here tonight, it's irrelevant, quite frankly. Because whoever wins that matchup isn't going to be facing The Undertaker, because The Undertaker is going to get beaten to such a pulp, he's not going to step back in this company again. And then that's going to leave the opportunity ripe for the picking, and the NWO will win the championship. I'd make the match myself, but You know, there's contracts, legal documents, the board of directors on my ass, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, personal feelings aside, I thank you for your time. The NWO going to be competing in that Elimination Chamber match, and it happens live here tonight, including that Iron Man matchup that I mentioned, and much, much more here tonight at Havoc. And well, it seems that we're... Hang on. I was about to say we're out of time, but Hardy once again going after Wyatt. In the bag there.
What the hell is this?
And there's the commissioner as well. The security trying to hold back Hardy, but oh my! And now Wyatt attacked again. And the commissioner trying to sort some order.
Who the hell do you think you are? Huh, punk?
Oh my! And now Hardy going after the commissioner.
God's get him the hell out of my arena. Go.
Well, Jeff Hardy may have crossed the line.
Christ.
And the commissioner's certainly not happy after that. And Wyatt, what the hell is going through Hardy's mind? He wants his hands on Wyatt later tonight.